I was the grammarian that day, and I was trying to give you my advice for better English based on my observations during this period of time I stayed at Toastmasters. Owing to limited time, I was not able to complete what I had prepared to say. So I made this video, hopefully it can help. Advice 1. A common pronunciation problem a lot of Taiwanese English learners have is the sound. There isn't this sound in Mandarin Chinese, but there is in Taiwanese. For example, meaning aunt. When we have to pronounce this sound, we just have to make sure that our upper lip touches our lower lip and keep our mouth shut when this sound appears in the end of a spelling. You can practice pronouncing the foreign sentence and make sure that your lips touch each other 6 times and keep your mouth shut in the end of the sentence. Sometimes Jim is like my mom. Advice 2. Tense is not simply just about past, present, and future events. It sometimes also carries important messages. Look at the following statement and answer the question. Twin brothers Jim and Jerry are like each other in many ways, but they are different in one way. Jim always goes shopping while he's running out of food. Jerry always goes shopping when he has run out of food. Question: who is better at playing a hand? The answer is Jim. Let's go back to Jim and Jerry once again. Jim always goes shopping while he is running out of food. While he is running out of food means that he still has some food at home because he is running out of food. But Jerry has run out of food. That means that he doesn't have food anymore. So Jim is better at playing a hand. Advice 3. Causative verbs make and let are both called 实义动词 in Chinese. However, they carry very different meaning. Look at the 2 sentences and decide your answer. You can easily decide. My boss let me do it. I was happy. My boss made me do it. I was angry. When we use that, we allow people to do things. We give permission. When we use make, we force people to do things. So the 2 words produce opposite emotions in people's mind. However, when we make sentences, we easily mix them up. Advice 4 is very important and useful. In theory, every verb in English can be made into 2 adjectives. And we are very familiar with those pair of adjectives such as excited, exciting, interested, interesting. However, sometimes to decide which one to use is a little bit complicated, although most often it is easy to decide. Look at example, tired or tiring. My sister is after working as a server for 5 hours. From the context, we know that the answer is tired. Look at next one. My sister is, whenever I study, she always wants me to dance or sing with her or play games with her. She never stops bothering me. From the context, we probably also know that the answer is tiring. However, we probably are not used to using tiring to modify a person. But it's correct. So how do we use it right? We just need to look at the structure of the sentence. The very simple SVO structure, subject, verb, object. Look at the example. Homework tires me. So homework is the subject, tires the verb, me the object. Then we use this verb to modify subject. It carries active meaning. So we say homework is tiring. When we use the verb tired to modify the object, it is passive meaning, so we say I am tired. In the same way, my sister tires me. My sister is tiring. I'm tired. So when we cannot decide, we just need to find the 3 elements SVO. Look at 2 more examples. The line between Canada and America is a series of mountains. Is it dividing or divided? The second sentence, the person finally showed up at the meeting. Is it expecting or expected? We just need to decide the 3 elements SVO. Look at the first sentence. The line divides Canada and America. Now we use divide to modify the subject, the line. So it is supposed to be active adjective. The dividing line between Canada and America is the serious mountains. What about the second sentence? Let's find the three elements first. People expected the person to show up. So when we use expect to modify the object, the person, it is supposed to be passive adjective. The expected person finally showed up at the meeting. Next time when we have to use a verb to be an adjective, we just need to find the three elements, then decide whether it is ing, active adjective, or ed, passive adjective. The Device 5 is called perfect modal. We often use modal to express certainty or to give advice. However, there is a difference between using it for present event and using it for past event. Let's look at examples. Question, where is Amy? So this is to use it for present event. And your answer might be she is home if you are 100% sure. She must be home 80% sure. Or could be home 50% sure. And you probably give advice. So you say she should be home. However, when we use modal for past event, we have to use it in a different way so that your audience can know whether you are talking about past event or present event. Let's look at the example. Where was Amy? She was home if it is 100% certainty. She must have been home if it is 80% certainty. She could have been home if it is 50% certainty. She should have been home. This is hindsight advice. When we say she should have been home, actually we are saying that staying at home was the right thing to do, but she didn't do it. In other words, if we say she shouldn't have been home, we are actually saying that not staying at home was the right thing to do, but she did it. Using perfect modal in the right way can immediately upgrade your English output. Thank you all for your listening.